A new Premier League season, a fresh campaign, new signings, new optimism, and then this. Hull City 2, Man United 0. A newly promoted side has beaten Manchester United in the opening game of the season. Honestly, the scoreline could have been even worse. United had 72% possession, 21 shots and 6 corners. But when it mattered, Hull were the better and more dangerous team. So today, we are asking the big question. Was this simply one terrible afternoon, or are Manchester United facing the same problems all over again? Let's break it down. Let's start with the first half because that's where this game was effectively lost. Hull came out with incredible energy, something lacking in Manchester United squad. They pressed United, attacked the wider areas, and repeatedly put dangerous balls into the penalty area. And this is where I became seriously worried. United's defense simply could not deal with the deliveries. Lamin actually made some important saves, but eventually Hull's pressure paid off. Semi Ajay opened the scoring after United failed to deal with the danger inside the situation, and Noble Mendy headed Hull into 2-0 lead. 2 goal situations where United's defending was simply not good enough. And remember what happened against AC Milan in pre-season. United conceded 4 goals. The warning signs were already there. Unfortunately, they followed the team into the Premier League. Manchester United had 72% possession. Hull had 28. United completed 88% of the passes. They had 21 shots, but only 5 were on target. And Hull had 3 big chances compared with United's 2. This tells us something important. Possession does not automatically mean control. United had the ball, but Hull controlled the dangerous moments. Hull were happy to defend deep, remain compact, and wait for opportunities. United moved the ball around, but there wasn't enough creativity, movement, or penetration in the final third. And when United finally reached dangerous areas, the final or finish simply was not good enough. This is something Carrick has to fix quickly, starting with Dorgu. This was a very difficult afternoon for Dorgu, and I honestly believe that he was the worst performer of the day. He played further forward, but he looked uncomfortable in attacking roles. He had 3 shots, all off target, failed to complete a dribble, and was eventually substituted at halftime. I think Carrick will have learned something here. Dorgu may have attacking qualities, but playing him this high up the pitch against compact defense exposed his limitations. What about Cunha? Cunha was asked to lead the line as a false 9, but United badly missed a proper focal point. Cunha dropped deep, moved around, but there wasn't enough presence inside the penalty area. I think this was because of the compactness of Hull City. And that's why the arrival of Benjamin Sesko becomes even more interesting. When Sesko came on, however, he couldn't make an impact. But the man is from an injury. Bruno Fernandes. He received the highest rating among United's outfield starters according to the ratings we have. But even he was below his normal level. And whenever Bruno performs badly, Manchester United performs badly. Brian Mbeumo worked hard but could not constantly or could not consistently trouble Hull's defense, and Yuli Tievelins also struggled to produce the quality he showed during pre-season, and defensively, Heaven had a particularly difficult afternoon. He's young and shouldn't destroy his confidence after just one game, but that was a terrible performance. That is where having experienced defenders like Lisandro Martinez or Lenny Yoro available could become extremely important. Marcus Rashford as one of the substitutes. Now let's talk about Rashford. Before Rashford came at halftime with ultimate, we were already 2-0 down. And you could feel the expectation immediately. Fans wanted him to provide that moment, that burst of pace, that goal, that spark, but it did not happen. Rashford started bright enough, but as the game continued, his influence faded. And this creates another major question for Michael Carrick. Does Rashford start the next game? Based on this performance, he has a very strong argument. Because United need more direct attacking threat. We need someone willing to run behind defenders and stretch the opposition. The squad needs time to regain match fitness, but eventually Carrick has to find an attacking structure that gives United a genuine focal point. Alright. What are our biggest concerns? For me, although the biggest concern isn't the attack, it's defense, because this problem did not suddenly appear today. We already have seen United struggle against ball into the box. We already seen problems defending across defending the crosses. We already have seen issues at set pieces, and now Hull City has exploited exactly the same weaknesses. That's the part that should worry Manchester United supporters, because Premier League teams will watch this game. They will see what United are missing, and they will know we can't defend set pieces. Maybe that means changing the defensive structure. Maybe it means bringing Martinez back as quickly as possible. Maybe the midfield has to provide better protection, but something has to be done, and that is where Chaos Bariba will come in. So, Manchester United fans, let's be honest, this was not good enough. You can lose football matches, but when you have 72% ball possession against a newly promoted team, and you lose 2-0, you have to ask serious questions. At the same time, I am not going to declare the season finished after one game. That is reactionary. Carrick deserves the opportunity to respond. But next week against Ipswich, I want to see different Manchester United. More intensity, more creativity, more defending, better movement, and most importantly, more personality, because last season gave Manchester United fans hope. Today gave us a reality check. Now it's up to Michael Carrick and the players to show us which version of Manchester United we are going to see this season. What do you think, United? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you are new here, subscribe to Red Dev Africa TV for Manchester United match reactions, analysis, news, and transfer updates. Manchester United may have lost the first battle, but the season is only beginning. Glory, glory, Man United. Come on, United.